Hi, my name's Tom Crandall from Gear Mashers, and today we're going to be reviewing a monopod by Sirui or Sirui, however you want to pronounce it. Not really sure. I'm in Austin, Texas, and right behind me is Lake Austin. And so people go motorboating. It's only 5 minutes away from downtown Austin. Super cool, really neat. So let's take a look at this. So first thing you get is you get this really nice carrying case. It has a side zipper here, so if you want to put some extra goodies in there, you can. It has a nice padded handle. I really typically am not using this case. I just carry the monopod out by myself, but it is really neat. And the other thing that they actually thought of is they did add extra room, so if you have a ball head or something like that to put on the monopod, which most people do, there's plenty of room for that. So I'm going to unscrew that. And so this is it. This is the 324s by Sirui. And so I actually put a head on here. So we'll take that off real quick. And we'll sort of work down the monopod to show you what it can do. So the first thing is you have this top. It actually came with two that allow you to attach monopods, or sorry, the ball heads and things like that on there, and it's really quick to unscrew. And once you do, you have a screw that looks like this, and so it allows you to, you know, depending on what I think, I'm not sure if that's 1/8 and 1/4 or something like that, but it's a flip-flop, so you can flip it around as needed. And so once you flip it around the way you want, you just screw it in and it locks in nice and tight. Then working down the pole, they have a pan. So you unscrew this blue thing here, and now you can actually pan. So if you have your camera up there and you just wanted to pan, it's super smooth, really easy to use. And then further down the pole we go. So I'm gonna flip these out real quick. So you have these hand locks, and so you can just unlock this. And this is a 4-section pole, and if it, let me just go down the hill a bit. You can see it expands really far. I'm about 5'9", I guess, so it definitely goes way over my head. So you imagine if you had a ball head on top of here and then your camera, it goes really high. So I usually don't need it set that high, although I was in Jamaica and I had a GoPro sitting on top of here, and so I had all this stuff locked out. And I even had these things down here collapse down towards the ground. And so I was actually able to get way above the audience with the GoPro and just sort of scan down. So I just went all the way up and I was able to scan. It gets a little bit shaky when you're holding it down here. So usually I rather prefer to hold it here instead. It's a little more stable. So let me just bring these back. Okay. And last one. And these tighten real nice. Haven't, like, can't hardly pull. Then the next blue dial here, this actually unlocks the bottom section. And so if you wanted a mini tripod or something like that, all you have to do is you just, let's see here. It has a little, not sure if you can see it, but there's a little lettering here, and I'll tell you which direction. So if I want to unlock, I'm just going to go here. So I just unscrew it real quick. And so now I have my mini tripod. So I still have my monopod. And what's neat is they actually included so much stuff. So a lot of times what happens is when you buy a product, they always want you to buy extra stuff, accessories and things like that that you might want to add for your product. These guys, I mean, this is an amazing package because they gave you 2 of these rubber stoppers. And what's neat about the rubber stoppers is you can switch and put them on either one, or you could have 2 since they included 2. So you could have one on here, one on here. So that was super cool. And so let's go to here. So with this, you have a quick release button on each one of these that allows it to extend out and then it has a lock, so it'll lock in place. And so, you know, with the tripod, you have the ability, if it's on an angle or something, to adjust the tripod so that everything's level. You don't have the ability to do that necessarily with this, although what they do is they have this other mechanism here that allows it to spin. So you do have the ability to sort of move this thing around as necessary. So if you're on a hill or something like that and it wasn't a big hill, you could still level this out as needed. So I'll just screw this back in. Once it's screwed in, it's not going to go anywhere. So when the monopod's up here, it's not going to go left or right. The other thing that they have here is they have another little mechanism that secures this, just tightens it down. So I guess I already have it tightened. So if I wanted to, it would be super tight in here. The whole monopod is either made out of aluminum or carbon. Now, I would say that it's not the lightest one. They do make smaller versions of this type of monopod. So I think it's this was a 324, so like a 204, something like that. And the advantage of those, of course, is it has a smaller size, which is nice. But the disadvantage is the legs are a little bit shorter on the smaller ones. And so when you have these things popped out, the monopod's not going to be as stable. Now, I found that this particular one, if you have your camera DSLR set up, I have a Sony A7iii, I had no issues leaving it alone with the camera up there. Of course, if someone were to bump into it, it might fall over, but with wind and stuff like that, no issue. It was super stable, especially if you have the monopod all the way down and not extended up like you might. But I absolutely love this product. Sirui, or however you want to pronounce their name, they did a fantastic job. It's not that expensive. For me, this is my go-to setup now with this. So typically what I'm going to be running is I have the Sony A7iii, I have a Rode micro microphone with the dead cat on there, and then I have the what is it, small HD, it's a little flip around screen, and that's pretty much it. It's made life a lot easier. I don't have to worry about different audio and stuff like that, because with the Rode microphone it just hooks right into the camera. Thanks so much for watching. This is Tom Crandall from Gearmasters. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our website, gearmasters.com. A lot of what I discuss in here, I also talk about on the website in a little bit more detail. Also, check out this bag. I just did a review on it. This is by Peak Designs, the Everyday Sling. This is a 10-liter bag. This is what I use to bring my stuff out here, so it's super convenient, great day bag. So anyway, thanks so much.